going on, guys? Welcome to J Class Anime Talk, and today, as promised, I told you guys that when this channel hits 3,000k, I will do a video on my top 5 favorite characters in Black Clover. And a little over a week ago, we did it. So thank you all to the 3,000 that came and supported and subbed to the channel. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. So with that, before we go any further in this video, I want you guys to know that this video will be very opinion based. This isn't the best 5 characters in Black Clover. These are just my favorite 5 characters in Black Clover. So right now in the comment section, comment below and tell me your top 5 characters in Black Clover. I want to see everyone's opinion, and I want this to be a discussion for everyone. So coming in at number 5, Leona. Leona is just a beast, and when I first seen her in a manga, I was just thinking to myself that this lady is insane. The first moment I seen her, I was instantly drawn to her because of how tough, determined, and strong she is. She's one of those characters that wants everyone to be strong and not just her own squad for any selfish reasons. She wants the best out of everyone. Personality wise, she's a very loud character. You know what they say, the loudest in the room is the weakest in the room. But not in Leona's case. I like the fact that Tabata wrote this character in a way where she can talk the talk and then walk the walk. What makes me really like her more is the way that she uses her fire magic. It's very different than everyone else. She uses it in a physical way and it makes her move like a beast. And she definitely has one of my favorite moments in this series when she fought all the elves and it took 5 elves to take her down, and she was still standing up when she passed out. She's a character that refused to go down no matter the cost, and this is why she's one of my favorite female characters in shonen right now. She's not best girl of Black Clover by far, she's best woman. The elf invasion arc was definitely the highlight of her character, and I cannot wait to see what Tabata is going to take her later down the line in the Black Clover story. Now, coming in at number 4, Fago. At one point, Fago was my favorite character in Black Clover. During the time when Rades attacked the capital, Fago took charge and led everyone to the battlefield like he was the Wizard King himself. Julius wasn't there, so he took it upon himself to take charge. My favorite thing about any character in any anime is their leadership qualities, and Fago has it down pat. He reminds me so much of Commander Erwin in Attack on Titan. His voice in a dub fits his character so well, and funnily enough, they both have the same voice actors. I think that's why I like Fago so much, because I really like Commander Erwin in Attack on Titan. And Fago said the greatest line to me ever in the Black Clover story. He said, "Being weak is nothing to be ashamed of, staying weak is." That moment right there, I became a Fago fanboy. That line right there spoke volumes, and it said a lot about his character, because early on in the series we seen that a lot of royals were just stuck up. He was the first royal we seen that was not stuck up. And he's such a strategist in battle, and also he's really good at keeping his composure while fighting. And I'm such a huge fan of his fire magic, and I was so excited that now he has the fire salamander. This makes me so pumped up and interested to see Spirit Die Fago in the future, which we already know is going to happen. Now, coming in at number 3, Sora. He probably has my favorite design in the series. I really like the uniqueness about his mask, and one thing about Sora, he gives me that vigilante vibe. You know, he goes around beating up magic knights, but he just doesn't beat up any random magic knights. He beats the ones that put on a poker face in front of the public or in front of the Wizard King, but behind the scenes they are the most evil people. And I think when we first seen Sora, we all thought that he was just some evil douchebag jerk, not understanding why he calls everyone a fake magic knights, or they're not the real ones that his father dreamed of, or not wanting to work with anyone. And it's because he has one of the saddest backstories. You know, his father was the first peasant to become a magic knight, and his father was betrayed and killed by other magic knights. During the tournament arc, he was criticizing and he couldn't trust anyone, but also he was humbled enough to criticize himself. He's one of those characters that have that tough guy persona, but deep down he's a sad, broken guy that you cannot just help but to have sympathy for. He's a very relatable character, and there's also some humor there in his personality. I'm not the biggest fan of his magic, but I do think it's cool. But the coolest thing for me is the voice actor that plays him in the dub. Johnny Young Bosch, who is my favorite voice actor who plays my favorite character of all time, and that is Ichigo. So it's really cool. Every time I hear Sora speaks, I hear Hollow Ichigo. It's the best of both worlds. My favorite voice actor voicing one of my favorite characters in my favorite series. So coming in at number 2, my boy Hasta. If you seen my videos a year ago, you would know that I was not the biggest fan of Hasta early on in the Black Clover series, and in fact I did not like the character whatsoever, but I did not realize how relatable Hasta was to me. His fight versus Ladros was the reason why I started to read the manga, because everything that he has gone through in this series, a guy in a world full of magic, and he has none, he is proving that he is the best. He is raising to the occasion and defeating the odds. And what makes him really relatable and such a well-written character is that he grew up as a peasant, as a brother of someone who was well gifted in magic, you know, arguably one of the best and one day will be the best magic user in the series. Peasants are already looked down upon in the series because they have no magic as much as the royals or the nobles. But Hasta, being a peasant and someone who has no magic whatsoever, being told that he would never have magic his whole life and that he will be a nobody, he will never be a magic knight. And Hasta took that to the chin and said that, okay, I will be the Wizard King with no magic. Given those circumstances that Hasta had in the series, most people would feel like they want to give up. You know, they will never be anything in life. You know, everybody that they know has magic or has something great going on for them. I don't, so I'm going to quit. Hasta never gave up, and you can apply that to real life. And that's why, to me, Hasta is arguably the best shonen protagonist of the new gen. Every time he's on the screen or every time you see him in any manga panels, you know something special is going to happen. Now, coming in at number 1, my favorite character in the whole Black Clover series, the one and only, the GOAT, Seke. No words needed, that's the rest of the video. Thanks for watching.
Boy, if you don't...
Alright, on a serious note, my favorite character in Black Clover, Captain Yami. Just like Hasta, Yami is very relatable as well because he's an outcast. He's a foreigner in a country where no one really accepted him because he's a foreigner, and that his magic is so different than everyone else. He has dark magic that is demonic as heck. And his fight in the series versus Licht, well known as Patry, is probably my second favorite fight in the series next to Yuno and Rail. Yami is just the Chad of the series. He's the most chaddest guy in Black Clover. And one thing that's really cool about his dark magic is that he has Dark Dimension Slash, which is my favorite magic spell in the series. He is so different than every Magic Knight captain. That's what makes me really like him, because he has a group nothing but misfits, you know, characters that were banished from their families, you know, not living up to the royal name, and peasants, people that have no magic, ex-convicts and weirdos like Gordon. He allowed people like that on his squad because he can relate, being a foreigner in the country, how he was turned down and looked as a misfit because the way he was. The only person that accepted him was Juliet. And personality wise, Yami is one of those characters that are really funny without realizing it. You know, he doesn't realize that he's really goofy because he say things that surpass your limits or die. I think that is really hilarious. Or when someone is fighting someone, he says that you let this guy kill you, I'm going to kill you. That is the funniest thing ever because it doesn't make any sense. But Yami also has a charm about him. He also has the tough guy persona, but he's also very open. He's the guy who will talk to anyone because he wants the best for everyone. He's one of those characters that are like the glue of the series. He keeps everyone together, especially the Black Bulls. And he's one of those characters that are a shonen protagonist, but he already lived his story. This is the second part of his story where he is the captain. And his voice actor in the dub does an awesome job captivating and suiting the tone of his character. And that is Chris Sabat, probably my second favorite voice actor, and which probably makes me like Yami more. That's why I'm a little biased towards Yami. If Yugi Tabata ever decides to do a Black Clover spin-off about any character, I hope it's Yami, because Yami is still a mysterious character, and I would like to see his backstory and the way he grew up, because he is just my favorite character. And I really hope one day that in a series we will see him become the Wizard King. That would do it all for me. But yeah guys, that is the video. That is my top 5 favorite characters in Black Clover. I do want to know you guys' top 5 favorite characters in Black Clover as well, so leave that in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you are new, subscribe to see more content, hit that notification bell, and thank you all again for the 3,000 subs. You guys are awesome, so let's go for 4,000 now. That's the next milestone. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. You guys take care of yourself, have an awesome life, and I'm out.